This is the Blackstalgia podcast.
Welcome back to the podcast. All right, so Carmella's question is, if we could clone ourselves, would we? Now, my question for you as a retort is, twins exist?
Yes. But
So you're asking Tia if she wants a Tamara.
Mary Kate if she wants an Ashley.
And one of them is richer than the other one. So, I mean, there's some jealousy that's going to come up out of that.
Right.
So, I have a deeper question for you.
Ooh.
Would you clone yourself and date yourself?
Clone? Yes. Date? No. Because I
Yeah.
like men.
What if you cloned yourself and you were a man,
Oh,
the male version of yourself with
I
the
don't-
same DNA?
I don't think that's a good match
Really?
because I feel like we would just not clash, but like egg each other on. What's that word when somebody's like, oh, we would enable each other.
And what would you be enabling?
Like, for example, if we're like, you should just have another bottle of wine,
Yeah.
we would both just be fucked up together and then not get shit done.
Yeah, but you're looking for a partner, not a parent.
Oh,
Wow, that's deep.
wow. It would be really fun. It would be super fun. So yes, I would clone myself, but I just wouldn't date him.
Sean?
Oh my God, say yes.
Well, Carmella would clone me.
Let the man have his own original thought.
No, and hell no.
So you wouldn't date yourself?
No, I wouldn't date myself. I'm a pill.
No,
I
you're
think-
sweet.
Why do you, what does that mean? What does that mean?
A lot to handle. No, I think I need someone who balances out all my they're not flaws, all of my eccentricities.
You gotta compliment each other.
I knew
Opposites
I
attract.
let the air pass so that Chris could be the one to be like, nah, so I totally get that.
Yeah, like because we're on the same level.
What if
Understand
my
your
clone and your clone date each other?
No.
Immediately.
I can't even win in the clone world.
Because your
Yo, let me-
clone would still be late to everything.
But it's a
my head would explode.
it's a boy.
Yeah, but it's not
about
dating you, it's dating your clone.
Right.
But if they're my clone,
That doesn't mean that you have to have like the same everything, right? Or does it? I don't know.
that's
No, it's just the same DNA.
Right.
yeah, it's being late's in her DNA.
Shut up.
Oh. Oh.
Have you at the beginning of the episode? I've changed.
For 3 days.
So that's the one thing that you don't like about Carmella, that she's always late? That's fixable.
I love Carmella till death.
But
I've lived with her for 10 years. It has like worked on my soul
Child.
that we are late to everything.
But she's Mexican.
yeah, and black.
I'm black.
And black. She's working on double.
See?
Well, Rashawn,
Double
you're barely
CP
black.
time.
I'm barely black. Is that what you said?
But mixed.
I'm not.
He's
mixed.
Hercules and black.
He is. He said, I want to go back home to Athens.
Go ahead, Neiman Marcus.
Neiman Marcus, Athens. Come on. We all know that Rashawn's mixed. He's got curly hair. So, there's that. So
Well,
you...
I can't wish that for my clone. I don't want him to be late to everything.
My clone is gonna be super punctual.
Girl,
We're gonna teach him.
who's gonna teach him?
You.
I've been trying to teach you for 8 years.
Yeah, but it's like
The failure.
Oh boy.
I'm 30 years in. My clone is new to the world, so
Oh, so I'm like
fact.
raising a baby?
no, new like at 30, but it's just new, like a new person, a new human. You know what I mean?
The fundamentals of this are a little foggy.
Hello.
Yeah, we haven't worked out the details.
Yeah, we haven't.
Honestly, Rashawn,
What's up?
I think your clone might mess with Carmella's clone's heart for a little bit.
No.
Is my clone like a fuckboy?
Might be.
Why?
Because you're not.
I can kind of see that. Yeah.
Okay, this is a clone, not a doppelganger.
I understand.
Or tethered.
But the thing is, like, the reason why I say that because your clone might be straight. Okay.
It's Carmella's wish.
Oh my God.
Totally understand.
How do we get this?
Your clone might be straight, and from there, you got all the little baddies chasing after him. You can easily say, "Nah, I'm good. I'm intellectual," but the clone, on the other hand, is gonna be like, "Yo, you telling me?"
This is day one of clone.
Yeah. So you telling me I got all of this right here, all this kitty cat available to me, and I'm gonna say no.
But it's
I
my
might as well-
clone.
I
It
might as well
has,
test it out.
it has my mindset.
No, it only has your DNA.
Right. That's what I was saying.
How's my mindset not my DNA?
It's not because that's a part of nature versus nurture.
Ooh.
Well, he's my clone, so fuck both of you.
Well, now, first of all,
I'm protecting him.
it's not your child now. Okay, this is coming out of a grown man. Well, you know what? That's not true. A clone can come out as a baby.
That's what
Gemini
she said.
man.
Kyle XY.
Kyle X. He had no belly button.
Great show.
So we have to raise our baby.
I'm not sure now because it
I don't
just
want
got
that.
more complicated. Just got more complicated.
Yeah, no, we just screwed ourselves.
But let's define the rules. The clone comes out and it's you today.
It
but
is like it's clone.
but
It's
it's not-
everything I am. That's a clone.
Clone just has your DNA.
Y'all just want the clone to. Why don't y'all go be friends with my fucking clone? Because y'all want everything that I'm not.
I mean,
No.
provide the clone for us then.
Well,
Wow, Kelvin.
that's so rude.
So Kelvin's leaving the Blackstalgia podcast now. He's
My name's
last
on it.
day is today.
I don't know. I think LaShawn might. I mean, yeah, might. Yeah.
I'm only hoping.
You're only hoping. You might tap out of it. Your clone. Yo, let me get on that real quick. Let me get LaShawn. Chris, would you clone yourself?
Sure, why not? It'd be cool.
And would you date yourself
No,
if you were a woman, Chris?
no. Just wouldn't. It's weird.
Why would it be weird?
It's just
It's weird.
Chris, but
kinda
with
weird.
long hair.
It's just
Nothing
me
else.
lying here.
Because you don't want the baby to come out without a chin.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, the French did it.
French?
Yeah, you didn't know that inbreeding was a whole French thing. That's why their chin is real small.
Go ahead, one more time.
Wow. This is,
You didn't know that?
did you learn that on TikTok too?
No, I learned that in school. I would probably not
Clone?
clone myself. I mean, it's something that I would do like late night. Like I'd wake up. It's a windy, wet night, and I wake up and then I just go, you know what? Let's just try it. But in my mind, I will probably say, nah, probably shouldn't. And then on the dating part, probably wouldn't, because I understand that it's difficult to understand me. So I wouldn't really want to play that game with me, where I'm like, I don't know what you're saying.
Yeah, so we all said no.
But you said it's just your DNA, so maybe.
Oh, that's true. Well, then no, I'm not cute enough. Standards.
I have standards.
Thanks. Better. I had another question for you guys that somebody asked me yesterday, but it was a little bit awkward. It wasn't awkward that it was asked to me, but it might be awkward if I ask you guys this.
Uh-oh.
So put your big boy pants on.
Okay.
I'm not wearing pants.
Zoom down.
I can't. It's on your shitty tripod.
Shut up, Chris. That one is better than the monopod. So for ladies, I want to know, for you, lady, I want to know, and then for men, I have another question. Did you have the period talk with mom or dad?
It was with mom, but it wasn't like prior to the period. It was when I got it. And then my mom works in surgery, so it was very medical. It wasn't like, oh, mija, you're a woman. Like, it wasn't that. It was like, okay, here's a book. This is your uterus. This is what's happening. This is like, it was just very black and white, which I appreciated, rather than her like being super weirdly emotional. And then that was it. I feel like I learned most of it from school, because I don't know if you guys had like the whole
Little 5th grade,
yeah,
3rd grade
like
thing.
boys and girls.
Yeah, go sit over there. Mm-hmm. Man, it'd be tough today because
I don't like how you said that. But we're gonna move past it. Kelby
yes,
corner for the rest of the episode.
That's a new drop.
I'll program it right now.
I'm just saying. Whatever. Anyway,
Not cool, Kelby.
You would have to choose.
I'm not saying that a certain way.
You
You're
were.
deciphering it.
Anyway, Rashawn, did you have the period talk with your dad? Or
No. My question for Rashawn is a different one. As a teenager going through puberty, did you ever have like a wet dream and then you just didn't know what the hell just happened? Mm-hmm. And then did you talk to your parents about that?
No. I looked it up on the internet.
What? What do you Google?
Thank God. Thank God
Like-
for the net.
I don't know. I don't remember what I know that I got all of my information sex wise from either like friends or the
Yeah,
internet.
same. Mostly.
When I did have the talk, it was like way too late
I
It
never.
was last week.
because I was fucked. No, I'm just
Okay,
kidding.
relax, Rashawn.
Yes. Where's the clap button?
Stop, Chris. Don't
I never
encourage
had
that.
the sex talk with my rents. Never.
Mine was barely a talk.
Mine-
What
mine
was it?
like
Give
all
it to me.
tears.
I'm you. Hey, mom. Hey, dad.
My mom wasn't there. My dad came, called
Okay.
me downstairs.
Tell me, as you're the dad.
I can't do a good my dad.
No, don't be your dad. Just
Be
kind
a
of use
dad.
the words.
He was eating. He said, "So, there was a book there." He handed me the book. He was like, "Go ahead and look at that. Read that. And if you're feeling anything weird, you know, you can talk to me."
Oh, that's the worst.
Right on.
And the book was like these weird pictures of like a man and a woman, and they were like portly, and they had like big noses, and they were just like, "I love you. I love you. Let's get in the bed together."
Wow.
The worst.
Where did that book come from?
I don't know, but
It was
burn
an
it.
episode
He
of
drew it
Stanley.
himself.
Yeah, your dad drew
It
that.
was probably the animal book,
No.
human edition.
That is so.
Don't talk about Wildlife Explorer.
What is it called?
Wildlife Explorer.
I have to say, I really like the way you pronounce things with this new mouth.
I love it. It's so cute.
like
It is, right?
that.
It's like almost
weird.
It's like
You'll make
Wildlife,
people
man.
think I got my lips done or something.
Yeah, if you got the Kylie Jenner, man, listen, man.
No, I don't need
You've
it.
been sucking on cups. It's all good.
What about you, Kelbs?
Well, I was gonna ask Chris. Chris, you got to talk.
From my dad.
Come
He
on,
said-
Chris. We're talking about parents that exist.
He said,
Kelby. You
And I
don't.
was
You
like,
can't talk to Chris like that. So mean.
no, I've never had a wet dream. And no, I never went to my
It's
mom.
okay, Chris. I hate him for you.
Look at them loving each other because they hate me.
That is so mean.
Our enemy. Chris knows his dad is still in line at Walmart to
He
get the
still
milk.
is. He'll be right back, bro. He said he'd be right back.
Been a long line.
It's been 15 years. No, I didn't even get to talk from my mom.
So she just assumed.
The internet. I think maybe my cousin, maybe.
Damn. Well, I was in high school. I think I was in the 9th grade, and this guy Lorenzo, he sounded just like Dave Chappelle, but just kind of cracked out a little bit more. He wasn't cracked out. He just kind of had this like cracked out essence about
Right.
him. A man Lorenzo, cool dude though. Oh, the dirty. So Lorenzo came up to me and he started doing this motion at school. He was like, ah!
Oh, shit. Let's go into the court.
He started doing this motion, like the jerk off motion.
Yeah.
And I legitimately, sensitively said, what does that mean?
This is what grade?
I want to say this is 9th or 10th grade. Had no clue.
That's kind of late.
High school's
Yeah.
too late. Yeah.
Had no clue. He was just doing this, and then I was just like, what? And he was just like, I'm gonna jerk off. And I was like, what is this jerk off thing you're talking about? And he was like super nice about it.
Oh, like explained it?
Totally. He was just like,
Enzo, we love
at first,
that.
not Enzo, Lorenzo.
Yeah, I'm giving him a nickname.
God. Oh. Lorenzo. And he was just like, oh, so it's pretty much just when you touch yourself and you just do this motion and all this stuff. And I was like, this is new to me, buddy. Thank
So
you.
you hadn't like explored any of that?
Nope. I had no clue. I had no clue what that was. None. And then after that, it's like the floodgates opened up. I was like, what is this new website? This and that. But the funny thing is, I did take the 3rd grade, 5th grade when people love each other class. I took it, but it was very scientific.
See, the guys just didn't go. We stayed on at recess, and they took the girls, and we didn't have anything.
What?
What? That's not education.
I know, and it wasn't until health class in like freshman year, maybe. I was like, it's again too late.
Freshman year? Yeah, some people was already pregnant by that point.
Honestly, yeah.
I had pregnant people in middle school, but it
did
just
too.
flew over my head.
I had a pregnant girl in elementary.
I think we had one of those.
It was so scary.
Yeah. But yeah, so I didn't know at all any of this stuff I want to say it was in 9th grade, but it might have been in 10th grade. I don't know. And I didn't have no like wet dreams or anything like that, but I do have one distinct memory of my mom driving my brother and I somewhere, and she was like talking to us about marriage. She was like, one of these days you're gonna get married and whatever, And then she turned to me. It's very weird. She turned to me and she was just like, "So you want to get married?" And I was like, "Yeah, I would love to," but I said it very enthusiastically. And at this point, I might have been 11. And she hit the brakes on the car. She turned around. She was like, "Why? Because you want to have sex? Ah! You're a child of God. You do not want to sex." And I was like,
Didn't think about that.
I was just more thinking about like a nice house and a family.
White picket fence.
Yeah, and then she just turned the car back around, and that was the only time until I was maybe like 22. My mom called me in the middle of the night. She was sweating buckets. She was like, "I know you're out there in California sleeping with women." I was like, "Mom, it is 3 a.m.
What's going on?
What?"
I had like a kind of similar situation as well. My mom tricked me into asking if I was a virgin. And Mom, I know you're listening, but you did trick me. And
Tell me the story.
it was so brief. It was so smooth. It was so quick. It was just a regular ass normal phone call where we're talking about whatever. And then she like goes on to say, "If I asked you something, would you tell me the truth?" And I was like, "Yeah, what's up?" And she's like, and the way she was like asking me questions, I was just answering. And then so by the time she got to, "Are you a virgin?" I was like, "No." And then I realized that she asked me that, and I was like, and she's like, "Okay, well, you need to look at birth control." And I was like, "What the fuck are we talking about right now?"
How old were you?
This was like a couple years ago. Like,
Damn, so you was about 30?
no, honestly, this was like, I would think I was like 25 or 26. And I was just like, why? Yeah, so.
Kelby, you a trash person, man. Get out of here.
The worst.
He said that serious too. Dang. So you must have been like 30, huh?
I am 30 now.
Oops. Okay. I know. I'm the youngest person in the room, so I don't know.
Of course.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. So. Did you feel awkward telling that to your mom?
I mean, like I just said it, so the awkwardness came later. And then I was like, well, I mean,
And
you're
then
not.
imagine for her being like, you need to get on birth control, and you're like, I'm aware of.
Yeah, like I know.
Your parents ever asked you that? Like, you out there in California, it's just.
We don't talk about my love life
At all.
for reasons.
Yeah, I get it. Mm-hmm. They just completely avoid it. It is what
Yeah,
it
I
is.
had to come out twice. So
Twice?
They forgot the first time. Or whatever. They're just like, weren't you?
Could have sworn.
I get it. Yeah, yeah. Do they at some point did they do the thing like, so when you gonna get a girlfriend? Fully knowing.
No,
No.
not anymore.
But I mean, not now, but like at some point. No. Yeah. Yeah.
Does your mom ask you that, Kelby?
If I'm gonna get a girlfriend,
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like
but
you're
she-
older now. Where's your wife?
first of all, she asked me that when I was 21.
Okay.
Because like in our culture, you finish college,
Married,
that's it.
baby.
Get to it. She asked me that now because she potentially thinks for sure that I might be gay.
Because you don't have a wife.
Nah, because something else happened.
What?
I
Because
slept with a man.
She found me.
in her bed. No, because of a joke that happened 15 years ago where there was two guys kissing on screen and one was a chubby white black guy. And my cousin said, "Hey, Grandma, it's Kelby." And my grandma said, "I'm sorry? Huh?" Then she just pieced all these things together. Well, he only has boys over, and they're always related to him. And I was like, well, no. What? I'm not allowed to have friends over. It should be like, well, why don't you invite any of your female cousins? And I'm like, Grandma, this doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, they're my
So my
cousins.
grandma started it, and then eventually it just started spreading throughout the family. And then I started messing with them and kind of like agreeing. So, you know, now they're like tiptoeing around it. Like my dad thinks he's a genius. My dad would be like, so, let's just play a scenario game. You're in a shower. You forgot to lock the door. Another man walks in. Do you invite him to the shower?
That is so. What the fuck?
He's done that. Or he'll just be like, so, you're asleep in your room. You remember falling asleep by yourself. But then you wake up and there's a man next to you. What do? He'll like ask questions like that where he thinks like, I'll never get this. Like, I have no, what?
Right.
Huh? You've confused me. No, but he does. He asks these super odd questions, or he'll just be like, so, you're eating some food. You have your fork, and there's another man in the room. And he says, can I have a bite? Do you share your fork?
So, such a roundabout
These
way.
are dead giveaways.
So he'll ask those kind of questions, and eventually I would just be like, dude, do you have to ask me something? You know,
Right.
What's up?
You know, and then eventually I started being like, well, if I found a guy in my bed, I'd probably invited him.
Yeah.
And then they would be like,
Double down.
What? You know, so yeah. So it's kind of a thing that's continued. And now that I'm near 30, a couple years away from it,
1
they're
year.
like, so now that I'm near 30,
Couple months.
they're like, you know what I mean?
You're 31. It's okay.
Shawnee. Relax. I say the mean things on this show.
Oh, okay.
Okay?
Just you. Okay.
I'm the cancelable one. All right.
I apologize.
So, now that I'm near 30, they're starting to feel like I'm not joking. When I'm like, yeah, dude. So I was out with this guy. We're holding hands, kissing and stuff. And, you know, and my mom would be like, man, You're a child of God. Say all that stuff. And I'll be like, yeah. Or they kind of jump into like mega conclusions super fast. So they'll be like, hey, so you want to be in a relationship with a woman? And I'll be like, not right now. I'm really busy with my business. And be like, so you don't want to be in a relationship with a woman? That means you want to be in a relationship with a man.
Right.
And it'll be like, never said that. It's not, but yeah, it'll jump to that super quick.